Hello violinists, welcome to Prime Strings. I'm Henriette, and in this lesson you will learn how to play the G Minor Arpeggio from the ABRSM Grade 2 list. We will learn this arpeggio completely from scratch, so if you've never played it, that's absolutely fine. And by the end of this lesson you should be able to perform this arpeggio as you would do in your grade exam. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I'm hoping that you will have already covered the G minor scale, which we did in the previous lesson in this series, but if you haven't, that's also fine because I'll talk you through, but it may just be a tiny bit easier if you have. So let's take a look in your scale book at your arpeggio, and you will see that this arpeggio has got two flats for its key signature. It's got a B flat and it's got an E flat. Now for now we can ignore the E flat because it doesn't appear in the arpeggio, so let's just focus on the B flat. And the B flat is the second note that you play in your arpeggio. Of course, that B flat flat sign is written on the middle line of the stave, but that does affect every note that's called B flat in your piece. So the second finger on the G string is also B flat and is affected by that same flat. So let's now play G, A, B flat just to find out where that B flat is. Here we go, an open G string. A, and here is my B flat. Let's do that again. Listen carefully what that note sounds like. Now in your arpeggio you go straight from an open G string to this second finger. So let's explore the notes of the arpeggio now. On the D string here. That's it. Now those of you who know me a little bit will know that I'm playing this arpeggio twice over. So before I hit the final note, I'm going back to the beginning and I give that arpeggio another go. That takes you about 20 seconds more, but it just embeds it in your head much better. So let's do that, shall we? From the beginning, and well done, very, very good. Now I'd like you now to play it one more time, and this time we're holding on to the third finger on the D string because I want to check that note with my open G string. You may remember that the third finger on the D string is called a G, so if you're playing it correctly and it's nice and in tune, it should blend in beautifully with the open G string. So let's do that, and now hold it here and check this note with the G string. And once you're happy with the tuning, let's play it again and then go down the arpeggio. Repeat. And check it again here. Well done. Let's now play this arpeggio with some piano accompaniment so that we can work on the intonation even more. The word intonation means playing in tune, so that's what we're working on. So here comes your version with the piano, and we're playing it twice over, remember? wasn't it? Very well done. The reason why we're playing this with the piano is that you can hear your tuning even better. So in a moment we're going to play it again and see if we can improve on what you already did so well a moment ago. But before we do that, I want you to go back and think back to what just happened. Whether you played every single note in tune, or was there one or maybe more than one note where you thought, oh, that doesn't quite blend in as well with the piano. Can you identify, if that was the case, which finger it was? And can you perhaps then also take that thinking a little bit further and work out whether your finger has to go a little bit sharper to make it better, or whether it has to go a little bit flatter? Obviously, you want to, the first step is identifying where the issue is. The second step is becoming aware of how to fix it, you see. You always want to take that second step as well and think, now what do I need to do then to improve it? Shall we play it again once you've identified that for yourself? Here we go. Very nice, and I'm hoping you've managed to improve on this. Well done. So now you've played it a couple of times, and I'm guessing you might almost know this off by heart. So we will play this arpeggio again now, playing it from memory, and I also want you to work on using long bows. So we'll keep on repeating it because that way it just embeds in your brain a little bit more, but let's work on playing it off by heart and using long bows. 2, 3. Well done, and that's getting better and better, isn't it? And I'm hoping that by now you play this without stopping and without a single mistake. So if you are finding it difficult still, that's absolutely fine, but please try this step once again before you move on. So just play the video back a short section and then join us again, because by now you really want to make sure that you know this off by heart. So we're going to move on now and work towards a way of playing this arpeggio as you would do in an exam. So we're going to take the repeat out, that was just for practice, and we're just going to go and play this in one go. But I want you to add a crescendo now to your playing and play louder to the top note. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. Let's go one step faster, shall we? 1, 2, 3. Keeping up, that is really good. What we do in this course towards the end of every video is we're going to check whether you still know all the other scales and arpeggios that we've managed in this course. So I'm wondering whether we can have a go at the C major arpeggio. Let's think about how that went, shall we? What was its key signature? A C major arpeggio doesn't have any sharps or flats, remember. The letter names of the C major arpeggio are C, E, G. So let's see if you can remember those. And awesome. Can you play me an F major scale slurred? And Now can you play me a G minor scale separate bows? Now let's think, because that was not too long ago, wasn't it, that we practiced that one. So a G minor scale has got the B flat, and then it's got the E flat and the F sharp, remember? 1 and 2 and... Finally, let's play a G minor arpeggio again. And... If you manage that, that's absolutely fantastic learning, and you remember all the things from previous lessons. That's really good. Now, quite a number of you will probably find one or two of these scales, or maybe all of them, and arpeggios really challenging. And there's nothing wrong with going back over those scales or arpeggios that you really find difficult, because it's one thing learning them one by one, but it's quite another thing to play them in quick succession as we've just practiced now. So if that is you, just take a break and don't follow on with the next lesson straight away, but just go back to what you've learned before. Just refresh your memory, because we're adding more and more to what we already know, and it gets more and more confusing, I'll tell you. But I'll be there to guide you all along, so don't worry about it. Just go back to where it may have caught you out today. I wish you good luck with your learning, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye.